Today on the channel, we take a look at Mattel Elite Series 90 with special rankings at the end. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 90 unboxing and review. And today, we've got Reckoning, and some know her as Mia Yim, of course. But Reckoning, first time in the Elite line here. We did get a Mia Yim basic, and we'll show that a little bit later. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So let's start it off with old Reckoning. First time in the line, last time in the line. As we know, she was recently released from the WWE. So very cool we get at least one Elite out of her. I don't know, though. If there's huge Mia Yim fans out there, probably a little bit disappointed by the Reckoning gimmick and getting this version of Mia Yim. I think that's pretty a fair assessment there. It'll be interesting to see how this goes, if this actually sells on the pegs. As we know, historically, female figures usually become peg warmers. I'm not sure if a lot of people latched on to Reckoning where they want this one, and then on top of her being released, not on TV, that is not going to help her sales either. But this could be one of those figures, 10 years from now, it's a $50 figure because nobody bought it. We've seen that in the past as well. But disappointing anybody gets released. It's sorry to say what they did with Mia Yim on the main roster. She really kind of floundered, unfortunately. No fault of hers, I don't think. Just kind of the way it goes in the business, I guess. But let's take a look at the packaging first. And the first thing I noticed when I picked this up, I felt like I was picking up a bag of chips. And we all know these days, bag of chips are like half full and it's all air. That's what this feels like. This is the lightest action figure I think I've ever felt. It is extremely light in the packaging. It feels like there's nothing in here. It feels like an empty box. And we do know the new packaging here is a little lighter than years past, I would say. I think they're using maybe less dense packaging, stuff like that. But let's get to it. There's Mia Yim looking only like she could look if she was named Reckoning and in a faction in the WWE on the Raw brand. That's what I would call it right there. We know that big WWE logo. I love it. I love it. I think it looks good. I think it pops. It's better than that certified authentic seal they had there before. Glamour shot, Reckoning figure, red background looks really good. Helps kind of really make that all pop. Elite logo, Series 90, all that fun stuff. Get a cool glamour shot on the side. I don't know about that mask, man. I just don't know. I'm not feeling it. I never was feeling it. It just looks strange to me, but it is what it is. On the side, you got the certified authentic little hologram right there, so you do have it somewhere. Interesting slope here. We've talked about the packaging a lot on the channel. There it is in the back. Get a big figure glamour shot, or not figure, but action glamour shot, of course. Got a little bit of a tail of the tape, not a whole lot going on there. Cross-sell down below, and as you guys know, we're working our way through every single figure in Elite 90. And we'll do the rankings at the end of the week like we normally do. So let's see what it says on the back here about old Reckoning. Our day has come. From Fontana, California. Warm this time of year, I've heard. 5'7", and her finisher, protect your neck. Yes, your neck. You gotta protect it. That makes sense. Member of the anarchist faction Retribution. Reckoning made it her mission to create chaos and detoy WWE from the inside out. Ooh, we got a rare typo in here, Detroit. It should be destroy, but it says Detroit. So a little interesting there. I don't know. They missed that one somewhere. Maybe that'll be fixed in future packaging. Or maybe Detroit is a new word that I'm just not hip to. That could be it too. So we'll see. But besides that, empowering the next generation through play, that's what she's doing out there. So good for her. Good for her. And we're going to bust her open. There's a lot of more tape on these than there used to be. I keep forgetting that as I unpackage them, but it is what it is. You guys know me. I'm barreling my way through. There it is, red background. See you later. Bam, right there in the box. What a shot. How about a little plastic prison? We get two hands with her, but beautiful. She has two fists on her, and she has two clamping hands. She's ready to go. She means business. She's Mia Yim. Love me some fisted hands. Gonna have to cut her out a little bit, though. She's got some things going on here. She's even held in at the legs, which I find to be a little strange because she is so light. I'm not sure why exactly they do that, but it is what it is. Pull those hands out. Pop her out, maybe. Maybe. There it is. There it is. See you later. Clean up the desk here a little, and we're off to the races. Let's see what Mia Yim's got for us today. Like I said, she's got two C-clamp hands right here. We've seen hands. There's no reason to discuss those. But we can discuss old Mia Yim, see what she's up to here. And, oh, I was hoping, I guess I never looked into it deep enough on the glamour shots that Mattel gave us and stuff on the Mia Yim. I thought for some reason her mask came off like the old school Ali figure we got back in the day, but unfortunately it does not come off. So that really hurts this figure. It really could have been a 2-in-1 figure if that would have been replaceable. So that is a little sad there. She does have a bandana that does come off. It is blocked by her hair, but you can slide it over her hair if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd really take it off, but it is removable. So you got a removable bandana, but not a removable face mask. So that's a little interesting. We do get her hoodie. I guess it is a hoodie. And I do like this soft, good hoodie. It reminds me of the Usos back in the day. Gosh, I don't even know. Don't even quote me. Is it 59, 69, something like that? We got a nice hoodie, I think, with Jey Uso. It's got the Reckoning logo on it, which is cool. I mean, they could have left that blank, and I don't know if anybody would have really complained out there. We'll see if I can get this hoodie off, but it feels like a hoodie. It's nice. It's not that shiny material we get sometimes on the shirts and jackets. It's got a soft hoodie feel to it. So, I mean, it truly is a hoodie for a figure. So I think that is cool. That is a nice accessory there. And I could see people reusing that, maybe doing some stuff, covering that up, using it for other people or something like that. Luckily, no staining on her figure. I should maybe walk that back a little bit. It's a little darker on her bicep. Yeah, and her forearm here. So I guess I would say watch out on this Reckoning. I think there's a chance this is going to do some staining to the figure over time. We've seen that notoriously with AEW recently with Jake Hager. We saw it with Rick Rudegate a couple of years ago. I just don't know in this day and age how they haven't figured that out yet, but I'm not, you know, my wife does the laundry. Bless her heart, as one might say. She does all the laundry, so maybe I'll ask her pro tips out there of what we can do here. But a good enough figure. It's definitely a female figure, but one thing I notice here, and now that we're starting to get the pinless joints in Mattel figures, it's just great because it's a game changer. It looks so clean, and now when I see a character from the past that doesn't have the pinless joints, I'm like, gosh, that really stands out. So this new future technology, I'm here for it all day. I love the pinless joints. We got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees going on. That is really cool. I mean, it looks like her from up top. It's a female figure. I like the two-fisted hands. She's even got, gosh, yeah, there is some darkening on the bottom forearms too. So that is unfortunate with some staining going on. So watch out for staining with this one. I'm going to tell you right now. She's got the silver and black kind of charcoal-y attack going on here. A good color. I don't see any paint application issues, any misses there. I thought her ankle was stuck. That is kind of an eyesore a little bit there on the ankles. The pin there, the joint, very kind of really stands out on her. So I do find that a little weird. I don't know if they, you know, usually they have boots and not shoes, so that's kind of protected a little bit. Or, you know, it looks like a shoe, but since it's all ankle, that looks a little strange to me. She does have her tattoo down there on her ankle and the tattoo on the back of her neck. We got the bluish color hair that she had out there. So it definitely is Mia Yim as Reckoning. I just wish they would have made this a 2-in-1, and I think more people would have displayed this as Mia Yim instead of Reckoning. I think that's safe to say. But a really good female figure as far as body type, looks, everything. Unfortunate with some of the staining, and I do think the longer that is on there, the worse that staining will probably get. So like I said, that's a watch out. But all in all, it's okay. I don't think it's going to light anybody on fire. I don't think it's going to set the world on fire. I don't think it's going to be jumping on the pegs. I don't know if it's going to be quite to my girl Rio levels, but I think you'll find this one out there pretty easy. And then we have the old school basic of Mia Yim right there. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this basic. A little woof in the face, I always thought. I always thought it was a little rough. Head sculpt going on there. I might, if I can remember. Now, if I can remember, I'll try to put a glamour shot. Maybe I'll swap these two heads out here. Let's see if this head's easily removable. Yeah, it is kind of easily removable. So you can't just pop these off. All elites going forward, at least in the main line, are supposed to have removable heads, which makes customizing very easily. Unfortunately, this basic, you're going to have to heat up in some water, pull it off, all that kind of fun stuff. We've been through that before, of course. But it's interesting. I think you need both of these. You know, it's always good to document a figure's career or a wrestler's career. So you got Mia Yim at least, and we got Reckoning. So I guess you got both shades of the coin or whatever the saying would be. So that is cool. But I don't know. We'll see how this sits at the end of the week come ranking time. I don't think it's going to be the top of my list, but this is better than expected. Coat issues besides that, of course. So there it is. There's Reckoning from Elite Series 90. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 90 unboxing and review. And today we've got a legend, a staple of 80s WWF, and as a small child, young Kyle was in attendance for Saturday night's main event with Hulk Hogan versus the Big Boss Man in the steel cage, the old blue cage, and we're talking the Big Boss Man today. Who doesn't love the Big Boss Man? It's funny, I love the Big Boss Man more today than I did as a kid, if that makes any sense. I was okay on the Twin Towers. You guys know me, I love big wrestlers. The Twin Towers is pretty cool, but I really did start to enjoy the Boss Man more in his single era run, and to me, that's what this represents. This represents single, good guy Boss Man, feuding with Rick Rude out there, feuding with Bobby Heenan, stuff like that. So it's cool to get this incarnation of the Big Boss Man, and I should mention, he is the Chase in Series 90, and he possibly could be the best Chase of all time. I love it when the chases really feel different. And in Boss Man's character, or his case, he is a different character in Elite 90 for his chase. He is the boss from WCW, so he's got all black, a different hat. It truly feels like a different character. Shelton Benjamin felt that way when they gave him the gold hair, the gold standard hair. So sometimes we get stuff like that, and I hope Mattel continues that and really gives it where we feel like we get separate characters with this. I hope we get another Boss Man down the line. I hope we get the Guardian. I would love the Guardian Angel version of the Boss Man. I'd love Big Bubba Rogers. So I hope we got some more Boss Mans in our future, Ray Trailers in our future, whatever it takes. I mean, I'll take all of them. Yeah, I'll even take Ray Trailer. But this is a pretty cool one. This is definitely one I've been excited for in Elite 90. And we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So let's start it off. Looking at the packaging, Elite 90. We know this packaging by now. The WWE logo. You got the Boss Man down below. You got cool glamour shot of the Boss Man looking only like he can look. Then you got him in the package. Look at all those extra hands. He's ready to go. I love the finger point. Always reminds me of WrestleMania. He's coming down in the cart, pointing at Akeem. Twin Towers are exploding. I'll never forget that moment. That was quite the moment for the Boss Man. It was sad to see the Twin Towers explode, but it was cool to see, I guess, them go in their other careers. I always felt poor Akeem kind of got the short end of the stick. His one-man gang, Akeem, I think is one of the most underrated big men of all time. Always a fan of his work, and a super nice guy as well. There you go. There's Boss Man on the side. Looking only like a Boss Man could look if he was on Elite Series 90 packaging. That's what he'd look like, and that's what he does look like. So there you go. Big Boss Man on the side. I do think this will be a hot one off the shelves. I think people will be clamoring to get this one. And there he is, the Boss Man, just looking kind of like down and defeated in the ring a little bit there. But got the tail of the tape, got the blurb, we'll read those, you got the cross-sell, all that kind of fun stuff. Let's see what it says about our old pal, the Big Boss Man. From Cobb County, Georgia, beautiful this time of year, nice and warm, 6'7", always a deceptive big tall dude. I don't know if he's quite 6'7", but he was always a lot taller than I imagined him to be. Weight 330 pounds, finisher, the Boss Man Slam. Career highlights, World Tag Team Champion, Hardcore Champion, WWE Hall of Famer. You know the Big Boss Man will make you walk the line. Hey, wait a minute. This is starting to sound like Kyle's opening here. You know the Big Boss Man will make you walk the line. You better watch out or you'll be serving hard times. And that is true. Truer words never spoken. I understand it. I know exactly what that means. And I don't want to be serving any hard times anytime soon. But yeah, Boss Man looking only like a Boss Man could look. I like it. Well, let's get him out of the package. Let's see what all the fuss is about. And let me tell you, there's been fuss. Oh, there's been fuss. I keep my ears to the streets, and I've heard it. I've heard the fuss firsthand. Red background going on. See you later. Uh-oh. Frisbee. See you later. Get out of here. All right. What's going on with the Boss Man here? I guess I didn't realize he has handcuffs. Now we can tie people up and get the handcuffs going. The Big Boss Man hat is very cool. Extra hands. Got the nightstick. What more could you want out of a Boss Man? And this isn't the first time around the sun with this Boss Man as well. We've had Boss Man figures in the past, like we mentioned, early in the Elite line. We also had him as part of the Network Spotlight Toys R Us exclusive. And then we got what's the number? 40-something, maybe late 30s, 40s. We got the Boss, the Corporation Big Boss Man, all in the SWAT team gear. And then most recently, we've got a Showdown 2-pack with the Boss in there. So very shiny times for the Big Boss Man. I don't know if his Legends deal is coming to an end, so they're pumping out some stuff as of late, or if it's just a renaissance in his career. And we're going to get the Guardian Angel next year. We're going to get Ray Trailer. We're going to get Big Bubba Rogers. We're going to get all of his gimmicks out there. And like I said, I'm here for it. I'll take it. I'll take every single one. I love it. So let's pull them out here. I love all these hands. Love what we got going on here. We got 2 pointer finger hands. Great for the Boss Man, like I said earlier, so I'm happy about that. Then you get fists with the Boss Man, and the Boss Man is a guy, he needs some fist. If I can get these fists out. Pull Ray Trailer out of there, pull the hat out, and these hands are, there we go. There we go, and there it is, and see you later. Bam, there it goes. All right, get all of our stuff situated here. There it is. So we see this nightstick. We've seen this nightstick before, and it's okay. Reuse on this, I have no problems. Get the most out of your molds, do as much as you can, and Boss Man needs his nightstick. It's an important part of his gimmick. You have to have this with every Boss Man figure. Like I said, we got 2 fisted hands. I'm here for that all day long. And then you get the Boss Man hat, the Big Boss Man. Got kind of the sheriff's badge on there and the Big Boss Man. It's funny, this is something I never ordered as a kid, but if you ever went to a live show or got the WWE magazine or the merch bundle, stuff like that, this was always in there. And there's that famous picture of the Boss Man wearing this hat. Just a very famous piece of WWF merchandise, but one I felt like a lot of kids did not buy. We were all buying the Warrior stuff. You were buying Hogan stuff. I mean, you know, those kids were buying Hogan. I was buying Warrior. I was buying Texas Tornado. I was buying Piper stuff, Demolition stuff, Legion of Doom stuff. So I was buying all my favorites. Boss Man, I never saw anybody really buy this hat, but you know what? I'd probably rock that hat. If I had this hat right now, I'd probably wear it. I'd wear it around. Why not? But it's a hat. It's a piece of merchandise that I'll never forget. And I don't know if you guys are the same way. You can leave me a comment down below if you believe that. He does come, like I said, with handcuffs, which is pretty cool. I don't remember. I think we might have got these in the past. I know we've got his ball and chain. But yeah, handcuffs, just regular handcuffs. Do they? Nope, they don't open up. So they're more for show, but not really, because you can remove the hands on people, so you can put these in. So that is a pretty cool feature there. I like that a lot. And like I said, we've gotten the Boss Man in the past, but this is pretty cool. To me, this is good guy Big Boss Man. I feel like the other ones were bad guy Big Boss Man. And it kind of goes back to the old days of the old Hasbro days. For you guys that are as old as me, or, you know, there's a lot of love for the Hasbros. That first Boss Man in the Hasbros was always Twin Towers tag team bad guy, and then the other one was always good guy Boss Man. And I do think that is one of the most underrated Hasbro figures of all time. I spent a lot of time with that Boss Man figure. Really do like that one. So we got that. So we got Boss Man here, and this is great. This looks like Boss Man. There is no doubt who this is when you see it. You got Big Boss Man on the lapel right here. You got the black plain one here. You got the little sergeant type, I don't know, patch work on him. I don't know what you call it. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band patch going on. Just looks like Boss Man in his corrections outfit. Just really cool. And I remember thinking he was actually like a real police officer that was just wrestling on the weekends when I was a little kid at first. I was like, man, that's a mean old cop. But then you got the black pants going on. You got the yellow stripes on the side. Good paint. A little bit of paint that almost makes it look green here, but fairly good on the lines. I love the face on this Boss Man, too. He's kind of got that smirk Boss Man would give. I mean, they really got the face on this one. It looks really good. The hair looks good. Everything looks good. The chest hair looks a little strange. It looks like somebody just took a pencil and kind of dotted in there. So that is probably the only thing that looks really weird at me when I look at it for a length of time. But besides that, it's the Boss Man. He's got the 2 open hands. I don't foresee me... Well, I guess I have to use one of the open hands because you have to have him with his nightstick. There's no way around that. So I don't know. I got to figure out what hands I want to use with this Boss Man. But I appreciate Mattel giving us all the hands under the sun so we can really choose what we want to do. But this is a very cool figure. I'm going to put the hat on him. I think I'll probably put the hat on him as well. Like I said, that hat is very iconic to me. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure he does. They're made for these figures. Use discount code Kyle. Like I always say, save 10% at ringside collectibles. And he fits like a glove. So there it is, the Boss Man in action, looking only like he could look. I love it. I love it. This is going to be a top contender for Series 90. Of course it is. It hits the old Kyle nostalgia strings. This is something I'm looking for in my wrestling figures. And they could have very easily stuck this in the Legends line, which they didn't. So it's cool to get Legends in the regular traditional Elite line. I do enjoy that. Now, I'm not sure which Boss Man I grabbed here. I'm not smart enough to be able to tell the difference between the Network Spotlight and the traditional Elite. I think there's some difference on the badging, but I don't remember which one is which, so they're basically the same figure. But you can kind of compare these guys. A little bit of difference here, but a lot of reuse going on. They just have the badges in different spots, of course. And this is more of a thin and trim Boss Man. As we know, during his face run, he trimmed down a little bit. He lost some weight, got a little bit more agile, where the early Twin Tower stuff, I mean, he was a big dude. He was always a big dude, but much bigger dude. And that's what I think this one represents. And look what he's got in his hand. He has the handcuffs. So obviously we've gotten the handcuffs in the past, so there you go. But very cool. But different shirt going on with this boss man. It is. I mean, it is different because you got the strap going down a different direction here. There's some differences here. This is a bigger boss man where this is a smaller one. In my eyes, you have to have both. There's no way you can't have both these boss mans. You definitely have to have him with Akeem, this guy over with your faces or however you display your figures, but by himself in his singles era. But I'm here for it all day. I love this boss man. This one lived up to my expectations. I cannot wait to get the chase version. You guys know me. I like to dig out my chases in the store. I love the thrill of the hunt, so I always try to find the chases at the store. But honestly, I could see myself paying a little bit extra money to get the boss because I think it's such a cool idea, such a cool twist on the whole chase thing, and it truly feels like a different figure, and you could put him in your WCW shelf. So I love that idea as well. So I'm here for it. Elite 90 boss man. Mwah. There it is. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 90 unboxing and review. And today on the channel we've got Mustafa Ali, and I don't know when he went back to Mustafa Ali. I know his earlier Elite was that way. Then he went to just straight Ali for some time, and I thought when he was in Retribution he was just Ali, but now apparently he's Mustafa Ali again. Man, I can't keep track of this guy's name changes. He's donning the Retribution era gear here. We know we have Reckoning in Series 90 as well as stablemate, and then we have Mason T-Bar coming in the future in the Elite line. I don't know about old Slapjack. Will we ever see Slapjack? Will we get a basic Slapjack at least? Something. It'd be nice to finish off that group as unpopular or as popular as it was, depending where you sit. Be nice to fill out the group, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen for us, unfortunately. But we got Mustafa Ali and his return to the Elite line, and we'll compare it to his other two Elites from prior year, as well as this one. But we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So there he is in that Elite 90 packaging. We know it. We love it. WWE logo, of course. Got the nice glamour shot, kind of a smirking shot of old Mustafa Ali. And then you got his name down below. And then you got the figure in there. You got a soft goods shirt with this one. You got a mask as well. You guys know I love a good masked wrestler. And then, yeah, looking only like he could look, some might say. There he is on the side, that same glamour shot. Elite 90. Mustafa Ali, Series 90. We're only 10 series away from 100. It'll be an interesting time when we hit Elite 100. Got the cross-sell down below of the rest of the group, which we're unboxing all this week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss the rankings at the end of the week, where I rank them from my least favorite to my favorite. You got a glamour shot of him in the ring there. You got the tail of the tape, and we got a little blurb. Let's read that blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend Mustafa. Mustafa Ali revealed himself as the leader of Retribution, vowing to create chaos throughout WWE and make everyone's world crumble down. Oh man, dark, dark times there, dark times. From Chicago, Illinois, height 5'10", weight 182 pounds, and his finisher, the 054. Ah, the 054. There you go. All right, let's get down to it. Let's see what Ali's up to in the package. We've seen that red background before. See you later. Get out of here. Little plastic prison. We've got extra sets of hands here. We got a mask and we got a shirt, like I said. So there it is. He's waving to everybody in the package. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Can I join the game? That's what he kind of looks like he's saying. Pull that all out. Pull the hands out, maybe. Boy, these hands are getting tough to get out. Ugh. It's all kind of vacuumed in together these days. Oh, we got a twist tie at the arm, or the hand. Free him out. They're all kind of vacuum sealed in there. It's less packaging that way, but boy, it's a little bit of a struggle to pop them out of there. There it is. And see you later up high. There it goes. All right. Oh, we got one more. Can I hit the screen? Bam! Oh, missed it. See you later. All right, Reckoning. We got the shirt. I keep wanting to call him Reckoning. Retribution. Reckoning is Mia Yim. We all know that. But we got the nice soft goods shirt with the logo on it. Nice material here. It's kind of that soft material we've been accustomed to with a couple other shirts through the last year or so, I would say. But almost American flag looking, you know, kind of looks like a flag with the Retribution. Just like their logo, so supports that. Extra hands here, of course. We got two C-grip hands, holding hands, you know, for chairs, whatever you need to have him hold. You got those right there. We don't need to go into detail there. But he does have his two open hands, which he loves those open hands. And that's what we got from his earlier Elite. So I'll probably put those other hands on him and take these off. That's just the way I'm thinking right now. We got a lot of black and white coloring here, and actually it looks amazing. Black and white is always tough. I say it a lot on the channel. Black and white colors are tough to get. on the figures without smudging or overspray and stuff like that. There's a few little instances of some smudging and stuff, but very, very minor. Very clean, very good looking. I will say on the boot it's a little rough there with the R right there. But very cool, almost Evel Knievel look on that foot there. Reminds me of a little bit color-wise, or non-color-wise. But it is Mustafa Ali. It looks like him. He looks angry. I don't like these big jazz hands on him, though. He just looks like he's ready to break out in some kind of song and dance. He's a song and dance man, Ali. And that's what he looks like he's about ready to break down. But an okay figure. Good skin tone going on here. I like the looks of that. We've got the double-jointed knees, double-jointed elbows, pinless joints, as we've been talking about that. That really does set these figures apart from their AEW. Once you go pinless, you just can't go back. You see those big pinholes in your figures? It just drives me nuts. So I do love these new pinless joints we're getting from the WWE series. Very, very cool and very much appreciated. I do like it a lot. So we're going to put them on a ringside collectible stand as well. You guys know, use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. Discount code Kyle saves 10%. Almost forgot this little mask he's got here. First time we've ever had this mask, and this mask is made out of a harder plastic where I thought it was more mobile. You can move it around and stuff like that. It's not, but I'm sure it'll fit right on there. I mean, that's what it's made for, right? It better fit on there. Boy, it's a little... Boy, can I get it on there? That's the question. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I got to get it under the ear. Under the ear. It looks a little big on him. I think that looks a little bigger than normal. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the way it looks like to me. But it's, you know, the mask he wore. They all had these goofy masks, and I love a mask. I'm a mask guy. You guys know that, but I wasn't feeling these. But we do have his prior Elites, and I always thought it was really cool back in the day. I'm trying to remember what Elite series he came in. Was it 69? I can't remember, but I remember this Elite series went to Walmart, so there was some mess up in their system, and all across the country these Elites were $5, and they went to clearance. And I remember buying a bunch of these very cheap at the time, $5, using them as trade bait and doing some stuff like that. That was great. But we got the red and the yellow. I think the yellow was the chase. I could be totally wrong. It's been so long, I don't remember. But one is the chase, one is the regular, which was really cool at the time because Ali's a guy you're not going to get a ton of elites from. So it really feels like you get two elites. And that's why I like the chases on characters like this. It gives us two figures where a guy's not going to get a whole lot in the future. And that's true because it's, you know, if this was 69, you're looking at like 20, at least 20 sets since we've probably had an elite figure in the elite line. So it's really cool. And a little bit of a progression throughout his career. I guess this is Face 205 Live. I display one in my 205 Live Cruiserweight shelf and then one in my regular shelf. This one I'm going to put with the rest of the Retribution guys. They'll have a display spot on a shelf together. That's how I'm going to do it. But alright, figure. Is it my favorite figure of all time? By no means is it. But it is cool to get a faction out there. Much like the Hurt Business, it's good to get Retribution. I'm glad to get all these guys. I just hope we get Slapjack maybe sometime down the line. I don't know. What do you guys say at Mattel? But Ali, I'm here for it. I don't know if it'll fly off the shelves, but it's cool. And I don't know when the next time we're going to get an elite Mustafa Ali. So I would say you probably better jump on this one now, as you never know. We found that out in the last week or so with WWE releases. You never know when your last time is to get a figure out there. So I'd jump on this Ali as soon as you can. And like I said, use discount code Kyle at Ringside Collectibles, save 10%. So Mustafa Ali, I'm here for it. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 90 unboxing and review. And today we've got a stalwart of the Mattel Elite lineup. We've got Randy Orton in his WrestleMania attire, and we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. But let's take a look at Randy Orton in the package first. So Elite Series 90 rolls on. We got the WWE logo. You got the glamour shot. You got his name down here. You got him in the package, looking only like he could look. Elite logo at the top. Series 90, of course. Glamour shot on the side. Name on the other side. Warnings on the bottom. Same everywhere. Nobody cares about that. On the back, we got the tail of the tape. We've got the blurb. We got the cross-sell. We got the Elite logo. We got his name. We got it all, and we got a lot of fun. That's what we got right here. See what it says about old Randy Orton from St. Louis, Missouri. Beautiful this time of year. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from me. Height 6'5", weight 250 pounds, and of course the finisher, the old RKO. Career highlights: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. The time for mind games is over. After watching The Fiend burn, the Viper sought to put him down once and for all at WrestleMania 37. So there he is. Old Randy Orton, looking only like he can look. Now, Orton is no stranger to this line. I don't even know where to compare this figure to. We've had so many Randy Ortons over the last 10 years of Mattel. Has it really been 10 years? And I do think, we'll see what happens with Mattel Elite Series 100. I think Randy Orton will be a part of that line. See you later. I think they will do, this is my gut, I don't know anything, but I think they will do here's the 10, 11 years of the Elite lineup, whatever it was at that time. Who are some of the guys that have been there since the beginning? And Randy Orton, he is one of those guys. He does come with a black chair, his patented black chair. These days, Randy's getting a little older. He's getting a little long in the tooth. We're all getting older. It seems like we're getting older every single day. Randy Orton is no different. So he brings this black chair to every single show. It's Randy's chair. We all know this, and he likes to sit in the middle of the locker room, and everybody kind of circles around him. He's really become a locker room leader, is what I'm told. So there you go. That's the story on the chair. But how about the story of the plastic prison? We see the chair. We see the hands, the Randy Orton mystical hands. He's just doing this kind of thing. And, you know, when he gets up, he does his pose and all that kind of stuff. But then we get the night vision goggles from the Legends Night, where he beat up everybody, and everybody went to AEW after that, I think is how that went. But he does come with those night vision goggles. So that's cool, nice little touch there, and a nice little feature. Now, Randy Orton, I'm more interested in Randy Orton than I've been in a long time. I'm not going to say I'm the biggest Orton fan of all time. Always respected his work. I loved him with Evolution, that kind of stuff, of course. And he's been around forever. He's one of those guys you take for granted because he's always around, it seems like. But I love Matt Riddle. I've loved Matt Riddle since his MMA days. I've been a fan for a long time. He's cracked me up for many, many years, and I love to see him on the big stage now. And him and Randy, quite the tag team. Quite the tag team. Dare I say tag team of the year. Yes, I said it, tag team of the year. But I'm a Riddle guy. I'm a Riddle guy. I've always been a Riddle guy. Let's see. Pull that out. Pull that out. And plastic prison. There it is. See you later. All right. All right, let's get down to it. Black chair. We've seen a black chair before. We are no strangers to the black chair, so I don't think we need to go in depth about how that chair works. We've all seen it. We've all been there. I'm going to save some time. I'm not going to talk about it. Like I said, we did get the mystical, magical Randy Orton hands. I don't know if they've ever used these hands for anybody else's. Are these Randy Orton only hands? They very well could be. I wish we had fisted hands, though. Once again, I've said it in so many videos between AEW and Mattel. AEW is by far the worst offender at this point. But Mattel, you're creeping in there. Where's the fist? Give me one fist. We don't need two open hands here. We need one fisted, one open. That's the way it works. So, hands over there. Night vision goggles, very cool to get these. I love, they almost look like Red Baron goggles. Old school airplane guys, you know, with the open cab and all that. You put the goggles on like Snoopy or something. That's what they kind of remind me of a little bit, but see how well they fit. Oh yeah, they fit like a glove. They fit great. I don't know if I'm going to display him with these. Didn't he have like a janitor outfit when he had this on? Kind of like overalls or something going on. So it does look goofy with this outfit. But I don't know, it's a cool tongue-in-cheek, nice nod to that angle, I guess, out there. So I do like that. But then when you get down to the figure, it's like any other Randy Orton figure we've had before. I can't tell if this is a new head sculpt or just a little different painted head sculpt, but it looks like Randy Orton. I've always felt Randy Orton's figures maybe are a hair lean, just a hair. It just always feels like he's a little bit lean. The head is a little bit small, too. I feel like this head is a little small for the body. Not terrible, but just a hair small. But it is Randy Orton. We've gotten this body mold a lot over the years. They've definitely got their money out of this mold. He does have the pinless joints, so the pinless joints a game changer, like we've talked about this week on the channel. So I do like that. Definitely has his tattoos. You know I'm a sucker for tattoos, but I like bright, colorful tattoos, and his are more of the black and white style. But I do still like this one. And then the white gear for Orton is so different. I'm glad they made this. You had to make this. It was such a drastic change. It's so funny when you see white gear. Not a lot of people wear white gear for many reasons we don't need to go into, but it's so different on Orton that they had to make this as a figure. So I'm glad they did. Of course, it's WrestleMania, a WrestleMania moment, all that kind of fun stuff. So it does fit in there. He does have the RKO on the knee pads, which is nice as well. Typical Randy Orton legs and boots and everything else that goes with it. So a little bit plain Jane, but Randy Orton is a tip-top superstar in the WWE. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how this one fares out on the pegs. I think it'll go okay. I think it'll go better than Mia Yim. I think it'll go better than Jey Uso. But, you know, we've had some Ortons as of late. We've had him in some of the Walmart exclusive sets, stuff like that. But I think this will go all right. I do think it'll go all right, especially with him and Riddle getting recent figures. It makes sense this will go okay. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Of course he does. We've seen this mold before, but like I always say, spend your money on your figures, not your stands. Use ringsidecollectibles.com and make sure you use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10%. So Randy Orton, is it my favorite figure of all time? No. Is it my favorite Randy Orton figure of all time? No. Is it an acceptable, good version of Randy Orton? I would say yes. A neat one-time accessory, some extra hands, even if it's not the hands I'm looking for, and then we can always use another chair, so that is cool there. So there it is, Elite Series 90, Randy Orton. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue unboxing Mattel Elite Series 90. And today on the channel we've got the right-hand man, Jey Uso. And we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. We'll compare it to some other Jey Usos and maybe a little Roman Reigns as well. So let's look at the packaging first on the right-hand man, Jey Uso. There it is. We know this packaging by now. Elite Series 90, Elite logo at the top, WWE logo. Glamour shot, Jey Uso at the bottom. You got him in there. He's got that lei you can put around his neck, which I think is a cool feature here. I'm sure we're going to see that accessory again in the future. You got a mean muggin on the side right there, looking only like he could look. And you got Jey Uso over here. Usual packaging. We're used to it by now, I would say. And in the back, you got the tail of the tape. You got the blurb. You got the Elite logo. You got his name up there. Glamour shot, you got the cross sell and the blurb, and we'll read that blurb right now. Let's see what it says. From San Francisco, California, expensive this time of year is what I've been told. 6'2", 242 pounds. His finisher, that old flying oos. Watch out for that flying oos. You got to watch out. Career highlights, SmackDown Tag Team Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner. That was a sleeper one. I wasn't expecting him to win that one, but he did. After acknowledging Roman Reigns as the head of the table, Jey Uso became his right-hand man and transformed into the main event. And it feels so weird to get a Jey Uso figure with no Jimmy Uso figure. As we all know, Jimmy Uso was out for like a year. So Jey was left to his own devices out there and got his own figure. So kudos from him. And I don't know how this will shake out, but when it's all said and done and the Usos are all done, Jey is probably going to hold it over his brother's head forever. You know, I got one more figure than you. I got one more action figure than you did. I would do that if I had a brother and that was the case. And I think Jey will probably do that. He seems to be that kind of guy. I don't know. I could be wrong. But very interesting that he gets a figure where Jimmy did not in this case. But it makes sense, storyline purposes and stuff. So interesting where the future goes there. He's got that I'ma get him. I say that about every day at work in my work life. I'ma get him. He's got that on his shirt. Very interesting stuff. So let's dive in. Let's unbox him. Let's get him out of the package here. See what old Jey Uso, the old right-hand man, has to say. See what we think about this figure. Got that red background. We're used to that by now. See you later. Oh, we separated in midair. That's the way it goes sometimes. Plastic prison. There it is. Jey Uso looking only like he could look if he was an action figure in Elite Series 90. This is how he would look. So there it is. Pull that out. These hands. Get these hands. There it is. There it is. Uh-oh, we got twist ties on his arms. Got to cut those out. Bear with me here as I free Jey from the plastic prison. Oh, there it is. See you later. Whoa, as I hit the old. There it is. All right, let me straighten old Jey Uso out here. Boy, he looks like somebody shot his dog. He's got just kind of a puppy dog sad look going on here. Hard times for old Jey Uso, but he does have the pinless joints, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. So we like that. We got the old thigh swivel, all the usual articulation. Removable hands. He's got two hand-holding hands. I don't know what's going on with these hands. So we got two big C hands here, and then you got two gripping hands. No fist? No fist here? What are we doing? Where are the fists? Are we taking fists away? We've already seen that with AEW most figures. Now we're seeing some of these WWE ones. It's all a little suspect. I think there's a great fist conspiracy in 2021, and I am going to get to the bottom of it on my channel. You heard it here first. Fist Conspiracy 2021. I want to get a t-shirt made. Where's the fist? You know, we got Fisto in the He-Man line. He's always got fist. And we got to turn to Fisto. I think he's got all the answers for us. So I don't know, but it drives me nuts. I just feel if I'm a kid and I'm playing with my wrestling figures, if I don't have a fist, I'm not liking life. Yes, you can pretend, but come on. You guys get it. But this Jey Uso, we've seen this before. I'm going to pull out this other one right now. Elite 65 64, I want to say 64, I believe so. Remember back in the day, these were at Burlington Coat Factory for $10. They had tons of Elite 64. I believe Kurt Hawkins was in that line too, if I'm not mistaken. I remember getting an extra of him at my Burlington. But we got this one from back in the day, and I assumed it was the same. It's got the same exact pants going on this one, but this is white, this is red. So the only difference is really, yeah, it's same across the board. He's got black socks here, just white socks here. But there is a lot of reuse, and that's to be expected. I guess I don't hate that a whole lot, but it's all right. I think I like this old head scan more. I like this old mean muggin' head scan on Jey Uso instead of this somebody just shot my dog look going on here. I will say he does have the nice soft goods shirt material we've seen in the past, but it has the fray on the bottom, like somebody cut with scissors every couple of inches. That is cool, and that's something I don't think we've seen in the past, so it's always cool to get some new accessories there. I'm here for that. I'll sign up for that. And it says, "I'm a get 'em," like I said on his shirt. I don't know. Has he said that? Maybe he has. Maybe I just didn't pick up on it. I don't know. He does come with the lei. It's white lei, like you'd imagine. You feel like you're getting off the plane in Hawaii and you got everybody there. They're, hey, let me put that on you. Got one of those going on there. And I do think we'll see this with Roman Reigns and maybe Paul Heyman eventually. We'll get another figure. Gosh, he's way overdue. But I think we'll see some reuse of this. Maybe we'll get a High Chief Peter Maivia figure in the Collector's Edition line. We got the Jax Class Superstars. He came with a nice soft goods lei. Maybe that'll open up to that in the future, but it's got a little bit of green, so it's just not all white. Makes it pop a little bit more. But of course, it goes right over his head. Now he is officially main event Jey Uso. We're going to put him on a ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%, spend your money on your figures, not your stands, as a wise man once said, and that might have been me. There you go. Not bad, not my favorite of the set, though. I got nothing against Jey Uso. Like I said, it does feel weird not to get a Jimmy Uso with him, but them's the breaks, as a wise man once said. But it is cool. It is a moment in time. It is something different. Not getting the tag team part. Well, I shouldn't say it's not different, because we've had a lot of tag teams that haven't got a tag team partner. But then you got Roman Reigns here, the old head of the table. I wonder if this fits on him. Not the best. Not the best. It fits okay, actually. I don't know. So if you wanted to put this on your Roman figure, you want to buy 2 to get an extra lei, you probably could do something like that. But I'm going to keep mine on Jey Uso because, you know what? He came with it, so I'm going to put it there. But you kind of get a little bit of that old bloodline going on here. We'll see. I got to assume we'll get a Jimmy Uso. It'd be very interesting if we get a Jimmy Uso in like Elite 97 or something. We don't get a Jey Uso, just to even up the stakes a little bit. Make the family whole once again, because like I said, I'm sure Jey is holding this over Jimmy's head. But Jey Uso, I think this one will be fairly easy to get it on the pegs at retail. I don't know if a ton of people are clamoring from this one. I don't know. His career is higher than it's ever been at the side of Roman Reigns and the TV storyline and the TV time they're getting right now. So maybe he will be popular. But for me, I don't think he's going to be at the top of my list when we do the rankings at the week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Like I said, at the very end, we will rank the whole series from my least favorite to my favorite, and we'll see where Jay's fate hits at that moment in time. So there it is, Elite Series 90, Jey Uso. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 90 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got first time in the line, last time in the line with Bronson Reed. And we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. Bronson Reed, a guy I was all here for. You guys know me. I love big figures. I love big characters. And I feel in not just WWE, AEW, everywhere, there is a lack of the big dudes out there. You know, when I was a kid, you know, my time, guys, all back in my day, there was a lot of big wrestlers. And that's always a magical thing. You got a big guy out there. And Bronson Reed really felt different because he was a big guy, especially in the NXTs that have a little bit smaller most of the time. I always felt he stood out, and he had quite the run, a brief run in NXT, winning the North American title. I remember going with my daughter when she was much younger to an NXT show, and it was one of the first NXT shows he was at, one of his first wrestling shows, and blown away by him. I thought he was good. I was like, man, this guy's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And then he came to that takeover event in this gear, the Bambam Bigelow inspired gear. I said, I'm here for that. Sign me up all day long. Get me a Bronson Reed figure. And I'm glad we got this represented in figure form, because who knows the next time we're going to get a Bronson Reed. I'm glad this one got through the pipeline, did not get cut. Just very happy to get this figure. And we'll compare this figure to Bambam Bigelow at the end of the video. So let's take a look at the packaging first, though. We know that WWE logo, that certifies it right there. You got a cool look of Bronson, looking only like he can look. You got his name down by my hand there. Elite Series 90, you got the Elite logo at top as well. There he is, old mean mugging to the side. I just can't believe they couldn't find anything for this guy. There it is, Bronson Reed. And I believe Bronson Reed's an action figure collector too, so he's a good brother, just like all of us out there. You got him right there with a little glamour shot. We got the cross sell, we got the blurbs, we got the tail of the tape, the Elite logo, all that fun stuff we're used to. Let's see what it says about old Bronson Reed. From Black Forest, South Australia. I heard there's a lot of snakes in Australia, and I guess what? They're poisonous, so watch out for those. 6 feet tall, 330 pounds. Finisher, the old Tsunami. Tsunami, if you're George Takei. I think that's what he says. Career highlights, NXT North American Champion. We discussed that. With a combination of power and agility not seen since Bambam Bigelow, the Colossal One pulverizes his opponents with Australian strong style. And I think they misspelled Bigelow on the back of the package here. B-I-G-A-L-O-W. I think it's E-L-O-W. And I could be wrong too, but that just looks weird to me. So that might be wrong. So that could be 2 mistakes in the copyright here. I do like this Bronson Reed, though. I do like the looks of this. Like I said, I'm happy we got this. I don't know what his future holds in wrestling. It's tough. When you get all these people released, it seems like a good thing, but there's always got to be people pushed down or pushed out of jobs somewhere. So you get an influx of people released from the WWE, they go to Impact, they go to AEW, they go wherever, and then there's people in those places that might get pushed out. It's just a slippery slope. So it is a tough thing. It is a tough deal across the way and everything else. I don't even know if Bronson has had a match since. Maybe he'll go to Japan. A guy like him is what Japanese fans salivate back in the big old days of All Japan, New Japan, the 80s, 90s, my time. They love those big wrestlers, and he would fit in pretty good down there, I think. So we'll see. But let's get him out of the package. Let's see what's going on with old Bronson. Like I said, first time, last time. I'm glad we got a good figure here. Red background. See you later. All right. Holy cow. Big figure. There he is. Looking only like he can look in the plastic prison. Cut him out here. Bam. There he goes. Pull it out. Extra hands. Extra hands. There it is. All right. So we got 2 gripping hands here. Unfortunately, no fisted hands on Bronson Reed, so that does seem strange to me. I feel like a big dude like this, you always need at least 1 fisted hand. I would love to know Mattel's opinion on this. Why 2 C-clamp hands? Why not 1 C-clamp and 1 fist? Doesn't matter which one. I just think that makes more sense to me. I do understand his hands that are on here, though. They're kind of the crazy hands, almost the Drew McIntyre-esque, or the heavy metal hands, like we've always talked about. People sitting there, yeah, give me the heavy metal. I'm not here for that, but I do like this here, and I do think these hands are different than Drew McIntyre hands. I'm pretty sure they are. They got a different arch to them, so this could be first time in the line hands here. Breaking news here, but looks amazing. I love these hands, and that's kind of what he did. He would do kind of that scary cat thing a little bit. So I think that's probably how I'll display him. But if I'm a kid, I want a fist with this. If I'm playing wrestling, I'm playing with my figures, you always got to have 1 fist out there. And we have got enough fist over the last few years. I'm sure we could find one that matches skin tone colors. So, but it depends how big a collection, and you got to search through all that. So it is what it is. But digging into this figure here, it is a big figure. We've seen big figures before, and you guys know I love a good big figure. He's got his black knee pads going on, the double jointed knees, got the thigh swivel, got the ankle, all the usual articulation, the big waist, got the big ab crunch going on. Got his tattoo on his chest, a little bit of scuffing on the chest right here. But very, very cool Bambam Bigelow inspired gear. I mean, it has that touch of Bambam Bigelow, but does also look different, so I do like that. But I love the big skull and crossbones down here. Skulls always make things cooler, I think. We talked about the hands here, the kind of crazy man hands, but then the soft goods jacket really is next level. They really gave a little love letter here, and I can feel the double jointed elbows right behind here. but this soft good jacket really does take it over. Then you got that same skull and crossbones on the back. Just awesome quality here. I just love getting this, and I'm glad if we're only getting one figure of Bronson Reed, it's pretty close to perfect, I would say. You get to the head, he's got his beard. They're missing a few little colors on the beard. It looks a little lighter in spots, but that could be true to life. I remember it being darker, but who knows. He's got kind of that long-haired mohawk look going on. Mean mugging there. I do like the look on his face. It's not happy. It's not overly mad. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, but it looks like a guy that's determined to kick some butt is what he looks like. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure he will. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. This is a good one. This is a good one. Big figure, first time in the line, last time in the line. I think a lot of people will be clamoring for this. You know, that Reckoning Mia Yim figure, she's got a little of that going on too. First time in the Elite line, at least. I just think a lot more people are going to be looking for this Bronson Reed besides Reckoning. I just think that's the way it'll go. I did grab this big boss man, this Bambam Bigelow. What am I talking about? So you can see the inspiration there. You can kind of see with the jacket and the flames, and I love Bambam Bigelow. He was a favorite of mine. I enjoyed his work in WCW and WWF back in the day, but man, when he went to ECW, that's when he stole my heart, and you know what? He never let go. He still has it somewhere. I think, unfortunately he did pass away, and he took my heart with him. A piece of me died that day. But so many great memories of watching Bam Bigelow over the years. His matches with Spike Dudley, just throwing him in the audience. Oh, man. So I love that Bronson Reed would pay tribute to a legend like Bam Bigelow. Should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, hopefully one day. And hopefully we see some more of Bronson Reed somewhere along the way in some organization where we get to see him on a regular basis. I hope that ends up happening. So fingers crossed for that. But I'm here for it. I love this Bronson Reed figure. I'm excited I got it in my collection, and yeah, I'm very excited. So there it is, Bronson Reed Elite Series 90. All right, guys, the time has come. We've taken a look at each one of these figures individually, and now we're at the end. It's time to rank Series 90 Mattel Elites from my least favorite to my favorite. So who is going to start it off in the number 6 hole? It's interesting. I have some favorites here, but then it gets pretty close, and we see that a lot, and I always say this is a moment in time. Who knows? I have to do this list again in a year, 6 months from now. There might be some moving and shaking going on, but as I sit right now, which, as you guys know, is right here, this is how I'm going. And number 6 for me, main event, Jey Uso, the right-hand man, coming in at number 6, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. I feel weird to get Jey without Jimmy, but I'm not going to hold that against the figure or anything, but it's just not what I'm looking for. I've never been a really big fan of the baggy kind of sweatpants look. We saw them in the red in 64. Now we're getting reuse here. The shirt is fine. It is what it is, but it just doesn't do a lot for me. The lei is a cool accessory. I do think we'll see that accessory again in the future. But I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't connect with me, and that's why it's my list. And I always ask you guys, put your list below. But for me, Jey Uso coming in at number 6. Number 5 for me, this would have been much higher, but the one thing that kept it going at number 5, we're talking about Reckoning. We're talking about Mia Yim. She's going to come in at number 5 for me. A really good figure. The pinless joints is great and everything, but it is the non-removable mask. We got a removable mask with Ali. Why could we get one here? It does ruin this figure a little bit for me. I like the headband that's removable, but I'd rather have a mask that's removable. So she's easily number 5 for me. Unfortunately, this is first time in the line, Elite line that is, and last time in the line. So Mia Yim, hopefully we get some figures from you somewhere else someday down the line where we can see your face. That's what I'm going to say. So number 5 for me. Mia Yim, Reckoning. So now we get down to number 4, and things are getting a little challenging. Things are heating up a little bit. But number 4 for me, I'm going to go Mustafa. Don't just call me Ali. Make sure you call me Mustafa Ali. He's going to come in at number 4 for me. Pretty good figure. Soft goods are great. Mask removable is great. Extra hands. Good detail on the line work. It's just, I don't know if it's a ton of difference from the old Ali figure. I guess it's heel Ali. It's the leader of Retribution. I like that, but just doesn't resonate a ton with me. But still a good figure. A good figure. So that's why he's at number 4. It'll be nice to have that whole team, though, on a shelf together. They're better as a whole than individual is how I'm going to probably view Retribution when it's all said and done in figure form. So we're at 6, 5, and 4. Who goes to the number 3 spot for me? I'm sure you guys can guess, and it's going to Randy Orton. He's going to be number 3 for me. Nothing against this Orton. I do like that we got the white gear here. I like the extra attention with the goggles, but we've had a lot of Ortons. And like I said, Orton's by no means my favorite wrestler of all time. So I wouldn't say I could take it or leave it, but it's cool, but it's not one or two cool. I'll put it at that. But Orton coming in at number 3 for me. Now we're down to the final 2, and man, this is tough. This is tough, and it's such a yin and yang. Classic Hall of Famer legend to an NXT superstar that really didn't get off the way he should have. Hopefully his future is so bright he gets to wear shades. So it really is the tale of 2 eras, tale of 2 differences, but it's close. It's very close, and like I said, you asked me a couple days later, things could easily change, but I'm going to go Bronson Reed number 2. It's very close, and like I keep saying, I could change my mind later, which puts the Big Boss Man at number 1. I'm almost thinking about switching right now. It is that close. I'm thinking about switching them. You know what? I think I'm going to switch them. I just did it. I'm switching it. Boss Man's going to number 2. Bronson number 1. And here's why Boss Man just moved to number 2. We showed the Boss Mans we've had in the past. So we've already had an incarnation of Boss Man that's pretty close here. Like I said, this is face, good guy Boss Man. The other one was heel Boss Man. But all in all, pretty close to the same figure. And we've had that in multiple occasions before. Bronson Reed is so different. He's bigger. We've had big figures, but he's big. He's got a cool soft goods jacket. He's got the legend-inspired Bambam Bigelow gear. First time, last time in the line. A guy I did really enjoy watching. I have to move him to number 1. It is very close to me. I don't know where I would put the Boss if he was here right now in this Chase version of the Boss Man. He would probably be down here as well, and I do think that is a really cool idea. So that one, that Boss one will probably be right here, and I think I'll keep Bronson at number 1. But very cool lineup here. There's some really good, a little bit of bad, but, you know, this is kind of what you get with the Elite lineups. You get some really slam dunks, and you always got to have some filler. That's just kind of all lines out there. But Bronson Reed's going to be number 1. Boss Man, a very, very close number 2. I'd be interested to hear how you rank these guys. You put them in the comments below, and like I said, put them in order. It'll be interesting where you guys all fare out. I know there's a lot of viewers that love the Legends, and hey, I love the Legends just as much, if not more than everybody else, but I call a spade spade. I like all your eras of wrestling, and Bronson just coming in at number 1 for me. But you tell me how your line shakes out, and make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for Elite Series 90, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.